Welcome back to Higher Self and I am so glad you're here. We are actually recording the podcast from a very bougie photo studio, filming studio. So this is a little bit different to me just sitting in my office, staring out the window. But welcome back to the podcast. With that being said, there will be a video along with this podcast that will be dropping on the YouTube channel as well. So if you don't want me just in your ears, and you want to see my face too, then there's an option there as well. So welcome to Higher Self and I hope you're good, I hope you're having a lovely week. Today we are going through your upper limit problem / situation / thing that keeps you safe and how it is holding you back from moving into that next level, that next step in your business. Now, the upper limit, I feel, has become quite a sentence that we're very used to. You know, we hear it a lot. We hear that next level. We hear that, oh, I'm moving into that next iteration of me, of my identity, of the business. But actually, it's encompassed and it's intertwined with a lot of subconscious beliefs that try and pull you back, that try and keep you kind of safe, keep you in that comfort zone. And obviously, if you've listened to the podcast before, if you listened to episodes before, you know that the primal job for the subconscious mind is to keep you safe. So we have these next levels, new level, new devil. We have these upper limit. We have these glass ceilings that we keep hitting for ourselves because the next step forwards actually feels so unsafe. And I see this a lot with my clients, that they've actually reached, some of them have actually reached that next level. So I have a lot of clients that come in who are like, Beck, yeah, like I've hit that before. I've hit the 15K month before. I've hit the 8K month before. I've hit that amount of money before, or that amount of clients, or that amount of success. And I can't get back there. I can't get back there, and what's going on, and what is this? And a lot of the time it is intertwined with potentially burnout. You know, there's a lot of entrepreneurs that maybe scale very quickly, get to that place very quickly, and it comes with a detriment to their health, going into that burnout. So actually what's happened is the subconscious mind has created that programming, has created that story on that lack of safety around that, because 15K equals burnout, 8K equals burnout. So that's kind of one side that I see. Another side is that you hit a certain level and then you just maintain. And I speak about this a lot because, you know, something that I do with my one-to-one clients a lot is moving them into these next levels, these breaking through the upper limits. It's the work I do so often. And because they're maintaining, there's lots of thoughts that start coming in about the maintain, which quite frankly, sometimes if you hear the word maintain, like that's a pretty positive word for me, and my connotations of maintaining. However, when a client has been in that space for a long amount of time, they've maybe been hitting £10,000 or £20,000 per month, and they've been doing that consistently. But if it starts to get consistent out over a long period of time, it kind of starts to revert back to them. They start to question themselves, am I made for the next level? Is that next level going to, am I ever going to hold the next level? What's that going to look like? So there's lots of different stories around the upper limit. There's lots of different stories around breaking through that next barrier. And all of them, lo and behold, come back to the subconscious programming. Because like I said, your subconscious is here to keep you safe. So actually when we are moving into those next levels, when we are stepping into that next identity, when we're bringing in new habits, when we're fully embracing and stepping into our higher self, we need to create the safety around that for our subconscious. We need to mentally rehearse. We need to really make it understand how we're going to hold it. Because right now, wherever you are in your business, that feels fucking comfortable. It does. And I went through this really quite strongly without me even knowing, because my subconscious was doing such a good fucking job at keeping me safe that I was none the wiser. I was really happy with the money that I was making. I was happy with what I was doing. And actually, like months and months went on, and I started to reflect back, and I'm like, wow, Beck, you're not you're not growing to that next level. Like, you're literally just maintaining this level very well, but you're not growing to that next level. Why is that? Getting curious. And actually what I found is that next level, like, that felt really scary, because that was really close to actually what I wanted. It was really close to what life could be for me, or what I had dreamed about, or what I had journaled and scripted upon. And, you know, even sitting here filming the podcast, you know, being in a different location for the podcast, having more videos in my social media again, that was even a step for me that felt really uncomfortable. You know, I booked this room out. I was like, right, I've got high hopes for this. We got here and like my subconscious mind started freaking out a little bit and was like, wow, okay, she's actually here. Like, we need to send in the troops. Like, we need to keep her safe, because this means that she's actually doing the things that she said she's going to do. So really starting to become aware of those upper limits and where you almost start to stop yourself. That's exactly where I want us to start today, and getting really aware of what that is for you. So a lot of the time when we're going through an upper limit, just like I said, you cannot probably tell, because you are in the comfort of what feels good right now. And maybe you're being stretched in another place in your life. Maybe you're being stretched in your health. Maybe you're being stretched in your relationships, in the way of you're going up to that next level in your health, or that next level in your relationships. And that business is just breezing on by. And actually just getting really curious of what your actions are when you start to hit that upper limit is very, very handy. So for me, one of the biggest ones is illness, or me trying to pretend or make myself ill. And what I mean by that is, it's like, oh, you know, got a headache, or oh no, I just feel really tired right now. And actually when you start to check in with yourself, you're not tired, it's just that subconscious trying to keep you safe. So I want you to have a little think. Let's have a bit of a Let's have a bit of a reflection on your week last week. So I want you to just first of all think about that next level for you. Really see what that could look like for you. So that next level for me is becoming really professional with my social media, in the way of video, getting back on YouTube, having a plethora of B-rolls and being on TikTok consistently, really growing and expanding my audience. That is my next level of my business, because I have hit an incredible recurring revenue with my one-to-ones. I sell one-to-one very easily because I love it. And actually now I have to look at, okay, what does it look like at that next level? So my next level is audience growth, because the audience growth is going to give me more reoccurring revenue, whether that is my hypnosis tracks, my CEO hypnosis bundle, freaking epic. If you haven't downloaded that, go to the show notes, I've popped a link. But you know, things like that where I can actually start to make money whilst I'm sleeping, quote unquote, which is, you know, the entrepreneur phrase of the year, but really start to grow that. So I was like, okay, that's my next level. That is my next level of me. That is my next identity. Who do I need to be to really step into that? So one of the first things I needed to be was really fucking organized. I had to book this out. I had to book my brother out. I had to make sure that he got the camera. I had to make sure that I knew what I was talking about, what outfits I was wearing, how we were going to set up, what I needed to charge before I came. All of those things, it took organization. And actually, I procrastinated on booking this exact venue for so long. We had the date was in the diary, and I booked it about 4 days ago. Now I could have booked that 2 months ago because the date was already in. However, my subconscious was like, oh, well, if she books it, it's real. And that was going around because it was like, wow, this next level. So I just became really aware of that, really pushed through that, obviously, booked it 4 days before, great, fine. And we're here now. But just using that as a bit of an example for you to kind of then put it into your life to see actually what are you tending to do? So who is that next level of you? What is that next version? That is definitely where we need to begin. What needs to happen for you to step into that? So I know, like I said, organization was definitely one. I definitely need, after the organisation piece, I definitely need more support within the team. So I need to make sure that I've got repurposing team members. I need to make sure that I've got a video editor. I need to make sure that all of the things that I want that goes with the audience growth, which is my next level of self, my next level of business, what do I need to have? What do I need to maintain? What do I need to keep to have that as the next level? So have a little think. What is that next level looking like for you? For me, audience growth. What is it for you? Now start to see what sort of actions do I need to be taking to really step into that. Because that's where you'll start to see the actions that you are or aren't taking when it comes to the upper limit. Moving in, we hit that next, we go up to the next, then we go up to the next, and we go up to the next. That upper limit is always there, guys. So we want to work through that. So really starting to look, what does that next level look like for you? Obviously, we need to become really aware of that. The subconscious really loves the path of least resistance. So how can we make that very clear of where we're heading? Then start to see, okay, what actions, who do I need to be? What sort of things do I need to be doing to make that come to fruition? And then you can start to see where you stop yourself from doing that. So for instance, for me, the organisation pieces were kind of happening. They were kind of going, they were kind of being there, but it was still scary. It did feel scary. And you need to remember that whenever we're taking anything new on, whenever we're taking on new ways of doing things, whenever we're taking on new thoughts, new habits, new beliefs, you'll be really uncomfortable. In fact, I'll say it, I'm uncomfortable right now doing the podcast in this way because it's never been done in this way before. However, I'll do another 2 after this recording and I'll feel really comfortable. So that becomes that next level for me. And actually having a look around what that is. So one of the biggest beliefs, and I'll keep using me for an example because I'm here. So one of the things for me when I think about that next level is I'm opening myself to opportunities, great, but I'm also opening myself to more people. Now in my head, more people, more eyes, more views, whether it's going viral on TikTok or having more people follow me, means that it's 1, less control on my behalf, and 2, I have no way of controlling, I have no way of controlling anyone's comments, anyone's thoughts and feelings about me. And that's something that I've done a lot of work on from a subconscious belief programming point of view, is that kind of fear or that I suppose it is a lack of control of people not liking me. That could be a possibility, and that really was a belief that I had to move through in order to step to that next level. So just start to have a question, just start to get curious. Okay, this is where the next level is for me. This is the action that I need to be taking to get there. Okay, what am I not doing when it comes to that action? And what is that? What is behind that? What is behind the lack of action? What beliefs are behind the lack of action? Because that's where we can really start to see and really start to work on how we move into that next level. Because right now, it's really comfortable. Right now, your subconscious is like, oh, yeah, she's doing the same thing she always does. It feels cozy, it feels warm, it feels really comfortable. We like it here. We're doing the job, we're keeping her safe. And like one day you're like, right, I'm going to, couldn't think of any example there. I'm going to tightrope walk across the highest mountain. And your subconscious is like, oh my God, what is she doing? Like, we're now not doing our job, we're not keeping her safe. So the more we can step into that and question the beliefs behind that, and actually then start to show the safety. So for me, one of the things that I do is, okay, let's have a look at what other people are doing who are really stepping into who I want to be. And I talked about this a little bit on the episode last week with that identity piece of modeling. You know, who is doing the things that you want to be doing right now? Who has the things that you want to have right now? Who is being the person that you see yourself be in your dreams or in your vision board right now? And actually start to say to the subconscious mind, look, that girl's got it. Like, that girl's got what we want. She looks safe. She looks fine. She looks like she's having a really fucking good time, actually. She looks like she's doing this. She looks like she's going here. Wow, okay, maybe it isn't not safe after all, and you continuously keep just reaffirming that safety, reaffirming how you will handle it, reaffirming what that's going to look like, and really start to step into it. So to recap from today, what I want you to do first of all is know what that next level is. We can't move there, we can't go there unless you actually know. Then have a look at the action, the actual action around it. Now, I usually start from a belief point of view, but this time we need to start from the action. Thoughts, feelings, actions, results. We're going to start with number 3. Have a look at what actions you need to be taking to step into that next level. When we've got that, we then know whether we are or aren't taking the action, which means we can then start to question and move back. So we can go, okay, this is the action that I need to be taking to move into that next level. Okay, these are the feelings that I have around that action, and these are the thoughts that I have around that action. Okay, those are the thoughts. What's the subconscious belief behind it? So we almost revert back through thoughts, feelings, actions, results. We're going actions, feelings, thoughts, going right back to the subconscious. So have a look at the actions. What are you or aren't you doing? Then ask and start to get curious as to what is that about? What is the beliefs behind it? Once you know the beliefs, do the work. You know I'm here to help you if you need that. Once you've got those beliefs intact and we've got that foundational piece of the next level that you're moving to, that's when we can start to really integrate the new beliefs, start to take the action, and just reaffirm over and over and over again, it is safe, it is safe, it is safe. Have a look at other people. What are they doing? Oh, she's got what I want. She has the business that I want. She makes the reoccurring revenue that I want. She has the audience growth that I want. Okay, does she look safe? Hell yeah. Maybe she gets a few comments, but she deals with it. She doesn't die. Nothing bad happens. Okay, subconscious, we can do this. We've got proof and evidence, because that is what your subconscious is looking for. So I hope this has helped with your upper limit. Have a little go through those couple of steps that I've talked about today. Really start to get curious, and you will find yourself moving and grooving a lot quicker. I love you lots, and I'll see you on the next episode.